I'm Jamin Hatfield and this is IGN News. An alleged Valve insider has said that Half-Life 3 and the long-awaited Half-Life 2 Episode 3 have both been started and scrapped multiple times and will likely never see release. Game Informer has published a lengthy interview with the insider with a warning that, while it trusted the source, it could not verify their claims with another Valve employee. The insider claims there is no such thing as Half-Life 3. Valve has never announced a Half-Life 3. The source explains that due to Valve's approach to employee creativity, many groups of developers have begun projects that could have become a new Half-Life project, but never did, pointing out that there were 3 distinct versions of Half-Life 2 before the final version was approved. The source explains, over the years you've probably had many dozens of people within the studio as early as probably 2005 working on things that they would imagine from themselves as Half-Life 3 or Half-Life Episode 3. When asked how close the source thought a sequel had ever come to being released, they explained, "I've heard that some teams have had 2 to 3 people working on it, and they eventually ran into a wall, and some teams may have gotten up to 30 or 40 people before it was scrapped. Some versions are all over the place, from one end of the spectrum being what you would expect, a single-player, narrative-focused game, to completely different entertainment ideas that are as wild as they are weird. Some were bizarre, like turning Half-Life into an RTS or a live-action, choice-driven game. Sadly, however, Valve seemingly isn't interested in working on the series for now. Half-Life 2 Episode 3 reportedly isn't sitting right with President Gabe Newell and other people at Valve. Ultimately, it just starves to death. What you have left is nothing going on with Half-Life." Finally, and heartbreakingly, the source says, "I don't think there will be any more. Every time a Half-Life project gets some gravity and then collapses, it becomes harder for the next one to start up. Half-Life 2 Episode 2 was released 10 years ago. If that sequel ever comes, you'll be sure to hear about it here at IGN.